Are you actually aware that we have been here 5 times in a row? Jan? No, he doesn't remember. Are you actually aware that we've been here 5 times on stage? It's a bit like a family reunion, except that here people are nice to each other. Okay, I'm happy to present to those of you who haven't been here at Ecosummit Berlin in 2015, 2014, 2013, and 2012. No, 12 was in Düsseldorf. What we do, as Inken already said, we have been able to secure RWE as one of our investors end of last year. But we've been founded in Bielefeld. Actually, we were founded in Cologne and Berlin, but we thought that raising money in Cologne and Berlin for a startup in the cleantech industry is fairly easy. So we decided to move the company to Bielefeld and still get some money there. We grew during the last 4 years to over 50 people, and we started off with just 3 people in Cologne and 1 person in Berlin. And what's our business? Basically, what we do is we sell PV systems online to end customers. And in order to make that easier for the end customer and also for us, we enable utilities to sell these products, these PV systems, to the end customers. So what we do is we try and focus on supporting utilities in getting a digital sales process in selling these PV systems. I think the battery is low. There you go. So first of all, we started off in 2012 with an online portal. It's a white label portal that fits into the website of the specific utility, and it sells residential PV systems to end customers up to 10 kilowatts. Then we found out that the utilities were reacting pretty well on that. Today we have more than 60 utilities under contract. So we increased the portal, and we built up a second portal, which is the small commercial portal. This one sells PV systems to small commercial customers up to 30 kilowatts. And as we proceeded, we saw that also this works quite well. So why not try other products? Not only PV, but also smart home solutions, storage, which is selling pretty well these days, but also things like heating systems, heat pumps, gas central heatings, and stuff like that. And this is what we created during the last 1.5 years. So today, we are not only selling PV, residential and small commercial, but also we're selling a portal, or we're providing a portal to our utilities that sells a whole bunch of products that are related to customer retention, to increasing customer retention for the utilities. And we try and do that as digitally as possible. So we try and generate a sales process which is very online driven. And we do that by providing a fully integrated backend. The management of Greenergetic consists of basically 3 people. We all come from the PV industry or the telecommunications industry. You already mentioned it, Inken. I think the telecommunication industry has undergone through some painful developments in the past that the utility industry has still ahead of itself. We have Michel, my co-founder, who is into contracting business since 10 years now, and so this is also something that's very relevant, because we find out that the customer, when the typical end customer, when he thinks about getting a, let's say, PV system or also a heating system, he actually thinks like, do I invest 10,000 euros in a PV system or a heating system, or do I save that money and spend it for something else? They usually go for the latter. And if they have someone who pays the system for them, they are pretty happy about that. Just to give you some facts and figures, we started off in 2012. We tripled our turnover, well, nearly tripled our turnover every year. So today we have more than 60 utilities under contract. Among them, big ones like RWE, but also the very small ones. The smallest one has like 500 customers. We have in total a household coverage of 12 million customers. That's not as much as RWE, but we have, through our utilities, access to these customers, and they're doing increasing marketing so that it's fairly easy, much easier for us, and the cost of acquisition is much lower because we are entering the end customer towards a well-known brand, which is the local utility. We've increased the employees and also, luckily, the number of sold systems. And the most recent highlights so far were that we had we started a strategic cooperation with Südweststrom, which is a large association of utilities in the southwestern part of Germany. We won RWE as investor, but also we are ranking highest in the Gründerszene startup ranking among cleantech utilities. Yeah, just to give you an idea, we started off in 2012. We had some founding investors. We were happy to win eCapital as a growth investor in 2014. And also we were very happy that we found 3 utilities, one out of the RWE family, a utility from the MBW family, and also the Gaz de France utility that were willing to jointly invest into our most recent project, which is the Energy Service Portal, which is basically the portal that enables utilities to not only sell PV, but also various other products. This was in 2015. And the core of what we're doing is we are enabling the utility to build up a digital customer relationship with their customers. We do that by providing a login area for the end customer on this very portal. We have instant video chat that enables the end customer just to click and he's connected to a salesperson via video chat. So even though he's investing like 10,000 euros, he's easily doing this online. And this will, as a result, make us market leader in digital customer retention in non-commodity business for utilities. Our vision is to develop a PV portal, but also further develop it to a non-commodity sales portal, and bringing this to the many utilities that we have under contract already. And by doing so, we try and serve our customers, which is our utilities, best, because if we serve them best, we believe that they can bring the best service to the end customers. And when we talk about customers, there is one very good example. We started off with one of our first customers, that was LEW. It's an RWE daughter company. And they believed in us in 2012, 2013 already. They were one of our first customers for the PV residential portal. And they were thinking, how can we, in 2013 already, they were thinking, how can we expand this PV business and what are the challenges that we are facing with our customers? And that was basically 2 things. They found out that the customer requirements were they want to save energy costs, they want to have a shopping experience which is similar to other online portals. They don't want to just have a very, very manual shopping experience that they usually experience with most of the utilities. And of course, customers of today's utilities, they want to have a decentralized energy solution. So the challenge for LEW back in 2013, 2014 was to do all of this without investing too much into their own processes, into their own structure. So the solution for LEW, luckily enough, was to go with Greenergetic and basically decide for a buy solution. So they didn't invent everything themselves, but they partnered with Greenergetic, and together with Greenergetic, we developed a full-fledged energy service portal, which you can see here. And this is what is going live during the next couple of weeks with LEW and some of our other customers. The interesting part about LEW being one of our customers is that due to the good cooperation between LEW, the RWE daughter company, it finally led into a venture investment of the mother company, RWE, because they saw, and this is just what Inken mentioned, they saw that they could see us grow the business together with LEW, and they saw that what Greenergetic is doing suddenly turns out to work, and so they were interested in also financing Greenergetic. And that's basically also the core of what we bring to the table today. Our main value drivers are we have access to utilities and the end customer base, we have strong sales channels through a digital portal, and still we are commanding most of the processes ourselves. Greenergetic is doing that, and we enable our customers to have a very long-term customer retention or long-term customer relationship with their end customers. And if you are a utility, then I'm happy to talk to you, and if you're an investor, I'm also happy to talk to you afterwards for coffee or something. Thank you very much.